Hi, my name is Mike. I work here at Jones Paint and Glass in Provo, Utah. What we've done here is we've taken the windshield out of this car, and our next process is to cut down the old glue so we have a nice even bed for the new adhesive to sit on. So what we do is we take a long knife, we run it along nice and easy to make it even. This is what we call a full cut, where we cut it down all the way to about the thickness of a dime. That gives the new adhesive enough of a bed to adhere to. What we're doing here is we're going to clean off all the dust, debris, so that we will get a great bond for the new adhesive. Also, what I'm doing here is I'm looking to see if there's any kind of small scratches in the paint. If they're not ever treated with primer, they will actually rust. We do a good job every single time and make sure it's thorough, because that's what our customers have come to expect from Jones Paint and Glass, and that's what we try to deliver every single time. So I see a couple of small little scratches here, so I'm just going to run a little bit of the primer on there. I'm also looking for any kind of rust that might be already there, and if there is none, that's great. If there is, then we go ahead and we treat it with about the same process of scraping down the old rust so there's a nice clean surface, and there's a process in the system that we use for urethane that helps reduce rust and kill it. All right, now that we've cut down the old glue and primered any of the scratches and cleaned the pinch weld, we are going to move on to the part where we lay the new adhesive down for the new windshield. All right, so we have our urethane here. We've cut it to the tip to a V so that it sits up as high as possible and makes contact with the windshield, makes for a better bond. And we stand it straight up. We just run it along the bed of the previous glue. We want a nice, even, consistent bead. That's why we use a battery-powered caulking gun. We go through about a 1.5 tubes of glue per job. So we never use too much, but we definitely never use too little. All right, now that we've laid the new urethane, and what I'm going to do is I want to look at each place where I made a joint in the glue, because that is the place where it needs to be brought together. That's where most people have leaks. So come together, make sure it's nice and blended. That way we won't have any leaks. Looks good, so now what we're going to do is grab the new windshield and set it in place. All right, so we've set the new glue and the new windshield in. We tried to set it right on top of the new glue, and we do not move it anywhere because we want a good seal. So what we do is we kind of give it a little bit of pressure to make sure that the windshield has made sufficient contact with the glue. It looks like we're well lined up, so what we're going to do now is clean it off and make it look nice and pretty for the customer. All right, now that we've put the windshield in, we're going to put it all back together. This is the side moldings. They're all on with clips. So we make sure all the clips are lined up where they're supposed to go, and we just snap them back into place. All right, now that we have it all put back together and cleaned, we need to mark the time that we set it, because 30 minutes from now the car can drive. That allows the glue to have time to adhere and bond nice. We offer free, fast mobile service. We can come out to you, and installation takes anywhere between 45 minutes and 1 hour.
When you hear the crash,